This is IGN. 100 minutes of generic schlock containing only trace elements of Star Trek. This is your IGN review of Star Trek Section 31 by Jordan Hoffman. In the nearly 40 years since the 1-2 punch of Star Trek IV The Voyage Home and Star Trek The Next Generation ignited my enthusiasm for Gene Roddenberry's sci-fi juggernaut, I've seen the franchise through highs with the Dominion War arc on Deep Space Nine, the movie First Contact, and the ongoing Paramount Plus series Strange New Worlds, as well as the lows like the Voyager episode Threshold, the Enterprise finale, and the morose tedium of Picard's first season. But with it all, there's a phrase I've never said in reaction to any film or show under the Trek umbrella, especially since it's the rallying cry of so many bad faith bozos who monetize negativity on the internet. But the direct-to-streaming Star Trek film Section 31 has initiated a core breach in my soul, and my reaction is simple. This isn't Star Trek. Initially conceived as a spin-off series for Michelle Yeoh's Star Trek Discovery character, Terran Emperor turned undercover Federation do-gooder Philippa Georgiou, Section 31 arrives on Paramount Plus as 100 minutes of generic schlock containing only trace elements of Star Trek. If you were to scrub the tricorder sound effects from the mix, brush out an occasional Delta shield, and cut out its titular Black Ops organization's connection to Starfleet, you just think, gee, this chintzy sci-fi movie sure knows how to copy from The Hunger Games and Guardians of the Galaxy and X-Men and The Fifth Element, but doesn't know a damn thing about being original or engaging. Though it would still be boring, Section 31 might actually be better if you come to it with no knowledge of Star Trek lore. This way, at least, you won't end up wondering how writer Craig Sweeney and director Olatunde Osunsami completely bungled the entire Trek ethos. Its admittedly corny core tenets of exploration, optimism, and the pursuit of righteous achievement. There's a reason we Star Trek dorks got bullied a lot in junior high. Section 31 is nothing but a lousy, uninteresting caper picture with middling special effects, bad acting, yes, even cringy dialogue, and characters you don't care about. Even with the golden opportunity to play interplanetary outlaws, none of the cast, except Sam Richardson, who does the best he can with this material, are anything but annoying. Blame can be spread around, though. There's not just unoriginal writing, but totally uninspired direction. When the team all present themselves for Georgiou once she's officially been recruited, everyone stands still on their mark and barks backstory at her with an almost defiant lack of pizzazz. These lugubrious deliveries are intercut by editing that tries to add spice but winds up disquieting and feels forced. Yeoh is chomping up every moment, which actually worked on Discovery when she was a supporting character playing off Sonequa Martin Green or Anthony Rapp. But when she's in the center seat, her dry, haughty tone quickly becomes irritating. The great athleticism of her fight scenes aside, there's not much that's likable here. There's a lot of fighting, a lot more chasing, and several examples in which the writing seems dictated from TikTok of 3 years ago. "You're a chaos goblin," the future Captain Garrett is told. "I love us for that," she responds to a later prompt. Most importantly, there are none of the thought-provoking elements that make Star Trek so special. There's no wonder, just a push to expand the IP in a way that landed well with the Paramount suits. I suppose if I were to search for a thesis to Section 31, it's that being a bloodthirsty tyrant eventually leads to some brief moments of introspection, so noted. Section 31 will infuriate Star Trek fans and bore everyone else. It is rote and derivative and doesn't even look good. Michelle Yeoh has a moment here and there where she shows off a cool fight move, and that's the only thing keeping the movie from getting a 1, our lowest score. Keep away from this at all costs and focus on the next season of Strange New Worlds. Star Trek Section 31's IGN score? 2 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Star Trek updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.